Thank you, Senator Durbin. Also, thank you, Senator Graham. Thank you for holding this important hearing. Also, thank you for urging Attorney General Holder to revise the Justice Department's racial profiling guidance. It's very important. As you know, that guidance has a loophole allowing law enforcement to profile American citizens based on religion and national origin. While any profiling of Americans based on race, ethnicity, religion, or national origin is disturbing, I think it's important also to note that it is poor law enforcement. Law enforcement is a finite resource. Using law enforcement resources, profiling, as opposed to relying on articulable facts based on behavior suggesting a crime, is a waste of that law enforcement resource. It leaves us less safe and more at risk when we don't target based on conduct and behavior suggestive of a crime, but based on other considerations informed by prejudice. My comments today will focus on religious profiling of American Muslims. Up to 6 million Americans know what it's like to be looked upon with suspicion in the post-9/11 America, perhaps even before. Although Muslim Americans work hard and play by the rules, and an infinitesimally small number don't, many even live the American dream and send their kids to college and earn a living just like everyone else. Yet, many know all too well what it means to be pulled off of an airplane, pulled out of line, denied service, called names, or even physically attacked. Like other Americans, Muslim Americans want law enforcement to uphold public safety and not be viewed as a threat, but as an ally. When FBI, for example, shows up at homes and offices of American Muslims who haven't done anything wrong, it makes them feel targeted and under suspicion, and it diminishes the important connection between law enforcement and citizen that is necessary to protect all of us. When Muslim Americans get pulled out of line at an airport and questioned for hours, ask questions, and these are accurate, these are questions actually asked. Where do you go to the mosque? Why did you give them $200 donation? Do you fast? Do you pray? How often? When questions like this are asked, which have nothing to do with conduct behavior suggestive of a crime, it erodes the important connection between law enforcement and citizen. No Americans should be forced to answer questions about how they worship. I was particularly disturbed when I heard stories coming out of the controversy in New York about kids being spied on in colleges at the Muslim Student Association. I was very proud when my son was elected president of the Muslim Student Association at his college, but I wonder, was my 18-year-old son surveillance like the kids were at Yale, Columbia, and Penn? He's a good kid, has never done anything wrong, and I worry to think that he might be in somebody's files simply because he wanted to be active on campus. I am a great respecter of law enforcement, and I recognize and appreciate the tough job they have to keep us safe. But I think it is very important to focus on the proper use of law enforcement resources and not to give an opening for someone's stereotype or prejudice. As one Bush administration official once said, religious or ethnic or racial stereotyping is simply not good policing, and it threatens the values Americans hold dear. To fix this problem once and for all, I urge the Attorney General to close the loophole in the Justice Department's racial profiling guidance, and I urge my colleagues in Congress to pass the End Racial Profiling Act. Thank you.
Thanks, Congressman Ellison.